We're on Orlah, Perek Bet, Mishnah Chet. 8th Mishnah in the 2nd chapter of Orlah. We have said in the past, let's look at our chart. Okay, we have said in the past that if I have a min b'mino, if I have, let's say, wheat starter dough, that's truma, and it falls in b'min b'mino into other wheat dough, okay, and it has yesh bo kedei lechametz, and it's enough to make chametz, then it's assur. Okay, so basically it makes it demai. If it's enough to make it rise, if the starter dough is enough to make the wheat dough rise, even if it's yesh bo lahalot bechad, even if it's more than 100 times to 1, the amount of dough that it's put into, nonetheless, it's still assur. That's what we learned, yesh bo kedei lechametz. Our Mishnah is a continuation of that, and says the following. Let's say, I have su'or shel chulin. I have 2 starter doughs. I have the starter of chulin, not truma, and the starter of truma. Now, what I do? I make my dough, and I take the right dough. I take the starter dough, and I take the chulin starter, that's not truma, and it has enough in order to leaven the dough. And I mix it in, and great, that's the normal process. I took the chulin starter, put it in my chulin dough, and everything is great. Now the baker is going to make it, we're going to put it in the oven, everybody's happy. But then, somebody by accident, whatever, took starter of truma, or se'or shel kalai hakerem, or se'or of kalai hakerem, that's assur, remember 1 to 200, 1 to 100, v'yesh bo kedei lechametz. And in the second starter dough, it also has enough to be mechametz, even though it's not 1 to 100, it's 1 to 500, but it has enough to make it leavened. Now here's the thing, the issue is, do I say, since I already leavened it, it's already rising, I don't need any more starter, you put in more yeast, it's still going to rise the same amount. Or, since I put in new yeast, that new yeast is truma or klai hakerem, and it has the minimum amount of kedei lechametz, it would, on its own, even though there's already yeast in it, there's already enough starter, this on itself would have been enough. Do I say that it makes it assur? The Mishnah says assur in that case. The Bartanura says why? Hakamash Milana teaches us, Delo Amrinan, we do not say, Ho'il below se'or zeh shel isur hayta itza mitchametzet, ayedei se'or shel heter, shenafal be'o b'tchila. You would have said, maybe since without this second starter, without the isur starter, without the truma starter, it would have risen on its own anyway, because it already had enough starter in it from chulin. Lo nachush l'se'or shel isur, so maybe we won't consider it. No, lo amrina, we don't say that, and the whole thing is assur. We'll stop here. If you have any comments or questions, as always, feel free to contact me at arspoter@gmail.com. And we'll dedicate our learning to the memory of my father, Harav Simcha ben Yitzchak Kalman. Have a great day.